with this rather large expected price movement that is expected, does this mean that the ETF price will skyrocket to unbelievable numbers? Would they split similar to stocks? Thank you, Merry Christmas to you and yours. That's actually a really interesting question that I hadn't considered. Because right now, it is multiple XRP that are backing each share. So stock splits would make sense. I don't know that they've been able to do a stock split for, like, these are shares in a corporation and it's a trust. So I think that's feasible. I don't know enough about it. Like, and that's one thing I'll tell you guys. If I don't know for sure, I will go find out. But if you ask me a question that I'm not positive on, I don't want to come on here and misspeak. So I'm going to take that back. I'm going to go ask my team and compliance and people that I know that manage exchange traded funds like Canary Capital. We have an event with them actually in March. If you're in the mastermind, you know about it. It's on St. Patty's Day. They're in Nashville. So excited for that one. We'll have Canary Capital and Mangrove and some other awesome people there at that event. And that's already, I think, almost completely booked up with 450 or 460 people already registered to go. So I'll ask them. And I'm sure that they will be able to tell me, because they're going to have that planned out, especially with the price appreciation that we know is going to happen. ETF costs are absolutely going to skyrocket, or the price per share of an ETF would skyrocket if there's multiple XRP backing it. So how do you democratize access to that for individuals? You would either have to tokenize those ETFs so that you could own a fractional share in the ETF, or they would have to do stock splits to make it more economical for people to purchase it. So it's a fantastic question. I don't think stock splits are even going to be a thing past next year. So once they do tokenize the stock market, you'll have the ability to fractionalize shares down to 1,000 or a 10,000th of a share, or even 100,000th of a share. Like Berkshire Hathaway, you could probably go all the way down to 100,000th because it's trading at $500,000 per share. They've never done a stock split. And then you'd be able to buy $5 worth of Berkshire Hathaway, right? So I think that's how they'll probably democratize access to the ETFs through the tokenization of the ETFs. And I do think that the ETFs will likely be tokenized before the rest of the market. And the reason for that being is there are a lot of exchange traded funds out there. I think there's 3,000 plus at this point. I think that's what they said when I was at the event here in Dallas with the Texas Stock Exchange and NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange when they were talking about it. Maybe they said 3,200. It was a lot. Because there's only 4,000 stocks. There used to be 8,000 companies that were publicly listed back in the 80s, and we have half of that now, which was a big eye-opener for me too. So I think the ETFs will probably be tokenized first. That'll democratize access and lower the price that people will be able to purchase them with, because they'll be fractionalized shares and they won't have to do a stock split on that.